There's a fire, burn the fire brigade. So tonight we are losing this fight. Oh, so tonight is
Hello guys, this is Jess and this is my video about my 40-0 this weekend, finishing first in the top 100, so first in the world. I'm going to be showing you my team, custom tactics and all that stuff. So this weekend was like a practice one for next week, because next week's the last chance qualifier, top 16, get a playoff spot, and that's the one that matters. And it's good to finish obviously 40-0 this week, trying out a few different things, a few different tactics, a few different formations, just to make sure that everything's, you know, solid going into the last chance qualifier next week, because after that there's no other chance, no other opportunities to get that playoff spot, so it's pretty much all or nothing. So let's get into the squad. So as some of you may know, I play attacking with 4-4-2. I think the main player you need in your team to play 4-4-2 is Ruud Gullit, you know, because he can obviously defend, and he's pretty much the key person for me to join that midfield with the attack. He's got what, almost 75 goal contributions there for me in 72 games. Sorry, 65 goal contributions, and you know, that's almost a goal contribution a game, which is very important to play in a formation like this. I play Hazard on the right, Neymar on the left. Because Neymar, you know, he's got 5-star, 5-star. It's very important there. I have got an untradeable prime Ronaldinho, but there's something just not right with him, you know. There's I don't know what it is. I don't really like him on that right mid, so I've got Hazard now. That's not really the best goal contributions, but he does a good job there, you know. He contributes a lot with his, he's got very good passing, low driven passes and stuff like that. And I just prefer him over Ronaldinho. Obviously these two strikers do bits. R9, I feel like R9 is very good here at home online, but at the event when I was in Manchester, he just didn't turn up at all. His positioning was really poor and didn't finish much either. I'd say for some of you guys that don't have like all the coins in the world, Vasalco is a very solid right back, probably the second best right back behind One Touch Kyle Walker, but he does a very good job. As you can see, I've played 700 games with him. Rio Ferdinand, my favourite centre back on the game. Obviously, he's tall, strong, fast, everything. You can't go wrong with him. Ramos is the best centre back on the game, of course. Marcelo best left back. And yeah, I've got Goretzka and Ronaldinho on the bench. So my instructions for this formation is get in behind and get in behind on strikers. I'm pretty sure everyone used that. I'll put stay central on R9 because I don't like his positioning and his work rates anyway, so stay central is important on him. I put stay back on the centre mids because, you know, they're already so high up, and you know, when you come up against like narrow diamond 4-1-2-1-2, 4-3-1-2, if you don't have these two staying back, it's just going to be an easy like walkthrough for the attackers, for the front three of your opponent. And especially if you come up against 4-2-3-1 as well, you know, they've got two CDMs sitting deep, and you sort of want these two to do that when you're defending, but also when you're attacking, you want them to be up. Specifically Gullit, I prefer Vieira to always just stay back, and his work rates do allow him to do that. And then on the wingers, I have stay wide on Neymar and Hazard, because, you know, it's very important to have these on stay wide, because when you're on the edge of the box, you're looking for that killer pass, and a driven pass to one of these could you know, get you that goal that you're looking for when you can't get through with your strikers. So that's important to have them on stay wide. Fullbacks are to stay back while attacking. Obviously you don't want them overlapping too much, leaves your defence exposed. And they're the instructions really. I think sometimes once I've got a lead, I'll come back on defence on the wingers. And when that's not working, let's say I go a goal down at half, if I'm losing at half time or 2 goals down, I instantly change to narrow. Then I go Neymar's the best cam in my opinion. Then I put Ronaldinho. That's the only place I seem to like Ronaldinho, right centre mid. See, he's good there because he's strong, he's tall, and he's got a good passing. But for some reason his shot don't feel good for me. But as a sub, as a centre mid, he does a good job there, and that's my plan B formation. With instructions on this, get in behind on both strikers again. Stay forward on the cam. Cut passing lanes and stay back on Patrick Vieira as a CDM, and stay back on Vasalco, but I prefer Marcelo and just balance because he's so good attackingly. He adds that extra bit of width for a team. And the custom tactics that I use, so obviously everyone has them set at default. It depends how you want to play. Obviously custom tactics is suited to how your play style is, but I wouldn't go higher than 60, 61 or 62 speed unless you want to be really fast. Like if you're a slow player like 43-1, I'd say maybe maximum 60, but it depends how my opponent is. If you go too quick, like let's say 70, your attacks will break down quickly because there'll be loose passes, players trying to play a bit too quick, then they'll be out of position. So I roll usually about 62, 63. Passing, this one I'm not really too sure on, you know, there's a lot of people that are experts in custom tactics and stuff. This one, passing on the build-up play, I presume it's just about how many passes you want, like on the edge of the box, how quick you want them. So I just keep it pretty balanced between 50 and 60 because I'm not too certain on it. So about 57 is what I do. Then on chance creation, the same with passing, but I go 60, keep it on a not too far away from 50, so I'm not too sure what I'm doing there. Crossing, you know, that's just how many people you want in the box. The lower you put it, the more people you'll have on the edge of the box. So I put it about 45, sometimes 40, because then Hullit's always on the edge of the box. So when you're down the wing, you can actually just do a driven pass to him on the edge if your strikers are marked. Shooting, now this is an important one. This is how much like into the shooting positions your players get, your strikers specifically. It's important. I keep this one at 58, but let's say I'm against a tough opponent and I need to create more chances, I will put it to 60, sometimes even 65 if I'm in a last minute where I need last 10 minutes and I need a goal. That's what I'd go to. And but I usually start with about that. Now pressure's my most important thing. I like playing very high pressure, so I keep this about 67 and aggression on 62. They're important because if your opponent is a possession player, you want to get the ball back as quick as possible off them so that they can't keep the ball and get comfortable. You want to be the one controlling the game and taking the game to them, so that they have to play to your game style. So if you play high pressure, this is the way to do it. But I wouldn't put too much pressure like 75, 80, because that would leave you a lot of gaps in your midfield and especially your defence. Because let's say you've got 75 pressure and you've got Ramos running up. It's going to leave a lot of gaps. So I'd recommend anywhere between 62 and 67. And then aggression is the same. That's how aggressive your players go into tackles and stuff. It sort of like balances with the pressure. Team width, well, if you're playing 4-4-2, I'd put it up to about 55, maximum 60. And if you're playing narrow, just keep it at 50, I'd say, because that keeps your fullbacks keeping it wide and your centre mids as well. But if you want to just go straight through the middle, you know, you just lower that to whatever, 40, 45. And they're my custom tactics, guys. A weird one is I play offside trap. I'm not sure if many other pros play offside trap, but I feel like this is important for the to play high pressure because it keeps your defensive line quite high up the pitch. So it helps you, first of all, keep your opponents offside a lot, but not just that, it keeps the pressure up as well. So you don't get camped in your own box. Yeah, and that's it. And I think kit numbers, yeah, that's so good. Player roles, yeah, this is an important one as well. So from your left corners, you want a right-footed taker. I'd say the best one for me is Neymar. He has good curve, etc. And on your right corners, you basically want them in swinging. So Marcelo, you want a left footer. And then short free kicks, of course, that's just your own choice. I will bring out a few more stuff like best free kick tactics to use, etc. But they're basically it. They're important to use a right footer on your left corners and a left footer on your right corners. I think that's going to be it. I'll hopefully have another video coming soon with some Champs Channel games. Once I get used to how I'm using this recording and stuff. But yeah, it was a really good weekend, you know, finishing 40-0, finishing first in the world. And this is just my first YouTube video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back with more soon. Thanks for watching.